Now we're in 2024 and we all know that it's the World Cup year. It is the T20 World Cup year. You're going to be seeing that T20 World Cup happen in 6 months time from now. The first week of June is when the T20 World Cup starts, and there is a lot of talk that's been happening around the Indian team, if or not the veterans in Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma will be part of that T20 squad. Now there are multiple reports coming in. Now the latest report suggesting that both are keen on playing in the T20 World Cup, which is to happen later this year in the United States and in the West Indies. But having said that, there is now a meeting that we are learning that could possibly take place. A report suggesting that head coach Rahul Dravid will be joining the two of his selectors, two of his selection, two members of his selection panel. Shiv Sundar Das and Salil Ankola already happen to be in Cape Town. Rahul Dravid, the Indian head coach, is expected to be there in a matter of a couple of days. The match starts tomorrow. During the course of this test match, it is expected that Rahul Dravid will also be in Cape Town. And what happens next? There is a meeting that is expected between Rahul Dravid and the chief selector Ajit Agarkar with regards to the T20 World Cup, what the plan of action will be, and what is his take on Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Both of those veterans have made their feelings very clear. They are keen on playing in the T20 World Cup. That is what the reports have suggested. Now remember, both Virat and Rohit have not played a single T20 national for the Indian side for a good 1 year now, a little over 1 year. The 2022 semi-final against England was the last match that both of them played. Both of them haven't been in the scheme of things since then. They've either been rested, or there's been workload management, or they've made themselves unavailable. And you've looked at a younger team that has been playing. They played in the Windies. They've played against Australia again very recently. You're looking at these new bunch of players, which include Rinku, which include your Tilak, Yashashvi. Now all of that will have to then sort of undergo a change if Virat and Rohit are to come back. But what's the other update also that we have for you? It is not just Virat and Rohit that we're here to talk about. It's the fact that reports are now suggesting that the BCCI is going to be looking at 25 to 30 players. So they're expanding their pool much more, and a lot will depend on how that first month of IPL plays out to be. Only then will they go ahead and determine what India's squad could be like in the T20 World Cup. In fact, just going back on the subject of Virat and Rohit as well, one more update that we must tell you over here is that before the squad announcement for the 3 T20I series against Afghanistan is to take place, remember that starts on the 11th of this particular month. Before that happens, you are looking at there being some sort of dialogue between Ajit Agarkar and the two Indian veterans. So Ajit Agarkar is going to be flying down to Cape Town. He is expected to have a word with Rohit and Virat as to where they see themselves in the T20 World Cup and what's their vision at the moment. So that is another big development to sort you in terms of the T20I series, which is the last T20I series, remember, before the Indian team flies out to the West Indies and the United States for the T20 World Cup, because after that gets over, you're looking at 5 test matches against England, after which you are looking at 2 months of IPL, and midway through the IPL you will have to announce your squad for the T20 World Cup. In the IPL, you're going to be looking at about 25 to 30 players is what this report is suggesting, that a pool of 30 players at the moment is going to be looked at, and the 3-match series against Afghanistan may not give you all the answers that you're looking for at the moment. Those answers will perhaps lie in the IPL. How the first month of IPL plays out for most of these players, it's going to determine the Indian team's selection for the upcoming T20 World Cup. Akash there coming in with a bit of a jibe on Rohit and Virat. I will not read it. You can read it in the comment section. And some of you also suggesting that both of them will be coming up. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but strong indications coming in that both of them could be playing, let's say, because they've time and again these reports have emerged that they have expressed their intent. Having said that, they've not played any T20I cricket, as I earlier said, for a little over a year now. So the IPL assumes a lot of importance now for some of the other players as well, given this report sort of helps those players who are maybe on the fringes, or they are in the minds of the selectors. And a good IPL performance in the first 1 month, remember, could really change things. You're looking at a KL Rahul also wanting to come back into the T20 as side, because he's also expressed his intent on playing in the middle order, because that's where you see a bit of a vacancy in the Indian team. If they are to make changes, there aren't too many opening slots, and he knows perhaps that he's not going to be getting that opening slot. So even KL Rahul has communicated to his franchise that he will not want to open. He would probably want to play in the middle order. So the door's still open, one could say, for the players that we talked about. What happens is something we will have to wait and watch. But at the moment, strong reports coming in which suggest that Rohit and Virat are keen, and the chief selector will be having a word with them in a few days from now. Perhaps after the test match is to get over, but Ajit Agarkar nonetheless flying during the course of this particular test match. He will be spending time with the team, also chatting up with the two of his other co-selectors in Salil Ankola and Shiv Sundar Das, and we'll see what is to happen. But you can expect there to be lots of commotion, there to be a lot of drama, there to be a lot of tension as well, because if somebody comes in, somebody has to go out, and who knows, if a Rinku Singh has to make way, if a Yashasvi has to make way, you don't know. Everything and anything is possible at the moment in the Indian team, because you're talking about a certain Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, whose names are enough for them to be getting into the side. And Rohit Sharma could say, well, I played a brand of cricket that I've talked about in the recently concluded World Cup, so I merit a place in that side. So a lot of sleepless nights, perhaps you could think, for the selectors, and it's not going to be easy for them to make or to announce that squad for the World Cup and for the Afghanistan series as well, because a lot will depend. If Rohit, Virat are named in that series, you could say it with a stamp, let's say with a seal of conviction, let's say with a stamp of conviction, that they're definitely playing in the T20 World Cup as well. But bigger questions will then be asked if they don't play the T20 series but get named in the World Cup squad. Well, then bigger questions will definitely be asked, and the noise will definitely get louder. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us at this particular time. We will continue to update you with the very latest in the world of sport, as we always do. Thank you so much.